Welcome to the channel. I'm Fiona and today we're going to be making banana bread. We're going to be using these adorable little mini loaf pans right here. Although very fall themed, they still work. With our recipe, we are going to be using natural sugars to kind of cut out the refined sugars. We're going to be using maple syrup, organic obviously, and then we're going to be using organic coconut oil to help cut out the heavy oils and make it just a little bit healthier for us today. So to get going, the very first step we want to be doing is getting out our bread pans, our muffin tins, whatever we want to use, grease them up. If you have muffin liners, feel free to use the muffin liners. Next is going to be to set our oven to 325, which we have preheating behind us. And then after that, we're going to be getting out our ingredients, which include bananas, very overripe. That's what you want. And then you also are going to want your coconut oil, your maple syrup, your eggs, your vanilla, your baking soda, your salt, your cinnamon, and your flour. But we are going to start today with our wet ingredients. So get your wet ingredient bowl. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our 2 overly ripe bananas. We want to mash them up. Now that our bananas are in our bowl, we're going to go ahead and mash them up. Now for this step, you don't need a mixer. You can definitely use a fork. I usually use a fork, but for efficiency purposes, we're going to be using our mixer today. Here we can see our bananas are nicely mashed up. Next up we're going to be doing is melting our coconut oil, and we are going to want just about a 1/4 cup of this. So for this step, you can just get your spoon, and I'm going to put in 3 of these spoonfuls. Okay, that should be roughly a 1/4 cup right here. We're going to go ahead and put it on the stove so it'll melt. Here we have our very melted coconut oil. So we're going to go ahead and pour that into our mashed bananas. To be using just about a 1/3 cup of maple syrup. And add in our 2 eggs. We're then going to add in 1 teaspoon of our vanilla extract. We're going to go ahead and take our mixer again and mix together. And move our wet ingredient bowl over here to the side and start working on our dry ingredients. So the very first dry ingredient we want to put in is our flour. We then want to go ahead and add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then we want 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And lastly, for our dry ingredients, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Now at this point, you could also add in 1/2 cup of pecans or chocolate chips or walnuts or whatever you prefer. However, I personally do not like any type of pecans or walnuts or chocolate chips or anything in my banana bread. So we're gonna go ahead and leave those out today. We then wanna take our fork, go ahead and mix together those ingredients, and we're going to add our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients. And then we're gonna fold it in. All right, she looks good. Okay, this next step is going to be pouring our batter into our pans. We're gonna go ahead and put it into our bread pans. About 3/4 of the way is where we want it to be at. So we did get enough for 2 of the muffins here. The rest of the muffin tins, we're gonna go ahead and fill up with water. We're going to put them in the oven at 325 for just about 20 to 25 minutes. So we're going to start with 20, check in on them, If needed, we'll put them in for the extra 5. Now for our bread, the bread is gonna take longer to cook. My estimate is gonna be like 45 minutes, but we're gonna start it at about 30, check in with it. It's likely gonna need longer, but we're just gonna check it at 30 just to make sure, see where we're at, and then give or take the extra 15 minutes. Okay, our banana muffins are finished. They did only take 20 minutes, so that was really nice. We're gonna go ahead and take one out. All right, here she is. Let's go for a bite. It is very good, and I'm very impressed. I have never had a banana bread before, banana muffin before, without any like regular, granulated sugar in it. So definitely keeping this recipe. If you have favorite banana bread / muffin recipes that y'all use, please let me know. But overall, very happy with how this one turned out. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will let you know how long that bread takes. My guess is like 40 minutes, but let me know what y'all think. If y'all try it, if y'all have your own favorite banana bread recipe, please let me know what it is. Definitely wanting to try some more recipes, especially some that are on the healthier side when it comes to cutting out the sugars. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and give it a shot.